Hello students, welcome to EduFarm. Believe and Become classes for GPAT and NIPER JEE. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to get further notifications. Hello students, welcome to another video by EduFarm. Hope you all are well. Due to Cyclone Amphan, we were unable to upload any video in the past week. This is the part 2 of extraction of crude drugs. If you haven't seen the first part, kindly go through it. The link is given in the cards above. This topic is important for all types of pharma competitive exams as well as semester theory exams. In the previous video, we discussed about different types of extraction. Continuing that, we will start with the third type, that is maceration. Now, maceration can be further classified into simple maceration, maceration with adjustment, multiple maceration. Multiple maceration can again be classified into double and triple maceration. Simple maceration is done for organized drugs, examples roots, stem, leaves, etc. Maceration with adjustment is done for unorganized drugs like oleoresins and gum resins. Multiple maceration is done to make concentrated preparations. Now, simple maceration. In simple maceration, organized drugs are taken. Then they are coarsely powdered or cannot be powdered also, depending on the texture of the drug. Then the powdered drugs are taken into the beaker or into the chamber where maceration takes place and the lid is closed. Then maceration is done for 5 to 7 days with occasional shaking. Then after 5 to 7 days, the liquid is filtered and strained out, as you can see, and then finally we get the clear liquid. A wide mouth closed container is used as no volume is adjusted after extraction, so that the volume of the solvent does not get evaporated. The drug is placed with the whole menstruum for 7 days with occasional shaking. After 7 days, the mark is pressed and both the pressed and the strained liquid are filtered after mixing to obtain a clear filtrate. Examples of this type of maceration is tincture of orange, lemon and squill. Now, maceration with adjustment. In this case, unorganized drugs are taken. Again, these are powdered or not powdered and transferred into the chamber in which maceration is done, and then the lid is again closed. Maceration is done for 2 to 7 days with occasional shaking. After 2 to 7 days, the liquid is filtered and we finally get the clear liquid. The drug is placed with 4/5 of the menstruum in closed vessel for 2 to 7 days with occasional shaking. After 7 days, the mark is not pressed. So the main point in this maceration technique is that unorganized drugs are taken and the mark is not pressed, and the strained liquid is filtered, obtained to a clear filtrate. Examples are tincture of tolu, compound tincture of benzoyl. Now in multiple maceration, same as simple maceration, but menstruum is divided into 2 or 3 parts. Depending on that, double maceration and triple maceration. So in case of double maceration, the menstruum is divided into 2 parts and calculated as follows. Volume of menstruum required for first maceration is equal to total volume of menstruum minus volume to be retained by the drug whole by 2 plus volume to be retained by the drug. And secondly, the volume of menstruum required for second maceration is equal to total volume of menstruum minus volume of menstruum used in first maceration. In case of triple maceration, the menstruum is divided into three parts. Again, the volume for first maceration is total volume of menstruum minus volume to be retained by the drug whole divided by 3 plus volume to be retained by the drug. Then the volume of menstruum required for second and third maceration is total volume of menstruum minus volume of menstruum used in first maceration by 2. The second point is, in first maceration, in double maceration, the first maceration is done for 48 hours followed by second maceration for 24 hours. But in case of triple maceration, all the three macerations are done for 1 hour each. In case of double maceration, after each maceration the mark is pressed, and in case of triple maceration the mark is pressed in the last maceration. In case of double maceration, the pressed liquid is mixed with the liquid obtained from the two maceration, and the volume is adjusted by adding more of the menstruum, usually alcohol, which is of 25%. And in case of triple maceration, we combine the strained liquid of second and third maceration and evaporate it to a specific extent first. Then we mix it with the liquid obtained from the first maceration, and then we add 90% alcohol equal to 1/4 of the volume of the first product. And in the fifth point, both the liquids are allowed to stand for 14 days and then filtered. Examples of double maceration are concentrated infusion of orange, concentrated infusion of chirota, concentrated compound infusion of jenshi, and in case of triple maceration, it is concentrated infusion of quassia, liquid extract of senna. Now percolation. Percolation can further be classified into simple percolation, that is tincture of belladonna, compound tincture of cardamom, strong tincture of ginger, etc. Then percolation process for concentrated preparations, that is again classified into reserve and modified percolation process. The example of reserve percolation process is liquid extract of licorice. And in continuous percolation process, the examples are fixed oil from seeds, alkaloids from drugs. In this case, the solvents used are benzene, chloroform, petit. Now, here are some of the examples, but if you know more examples of these type of percolation methods, then feel free to write in the comment section below. We will be obliged to hear from you. Now, in simple percolation, the apparatus is conical percolator. Now, what is conical percolator? It is made up of glass or metal, usually copper if metal, and tinned inside. Now, conical, it is conical in shape, having lower diameter, not less than half of the upper diameter. Now, less chances of choking is present in this case as the drug swells up. The major disadvantage of conical percolator is that there is undue loss of menstruum due to evaporation because of its bigger upper diameter. The second instrument is cylindrical percolator. In this type of percolator, upper and lower diameters are same, used in case of drugs which are difficult to get exhausted, and there are less chances of swelling of the drug after imbibition. When higher concentration of alcohol or any other volatile solvent is used as menstruum, a cylindrical percolator is preferred. Now, the third instrument is steam jacketed percolator, where percolation is carried at a higher temperature in order to increase the solvent action of the menstruum. The percolator is heated usually by steam. Now, there are three stages of preparation of tinctures. One is imbibition. The powdered drug is moistened with sufficient quantity of menstruum and allowed to stand for 4 hours in a closed vessel. Then the moistened drugs are packed into the percolator and add sufficient quantity of menstruum to saturate the material. When liquid starts coming out from the outlet of the percolator, the outlet is closed. Then a sufficient quantity of menstruum is added in order to leave a layer above the drug. Now in maceration, the moistened drug is left in contact with the menstruum for 24 hours. The menstruum dissolves the active constituents of the drug. Finally, in percolation, it consists of the downward displacement of the saturated solution formed in maceration and extraction of the remaining active constituents present in the drug by the slow passage of the menstruum through the column of the drug. After collecting 3/4 volume of the finished product, the mark is pressed. Then mixed the express liquid with the percolate obtained and extra menstruum is added to make up the required volume and finally filtered. Now here is the diagram of a percolator where we can see on the top there is the menstruum, then we can see the washed sand layer, then the filter paper layer, then we can see the drug which is packed inside, and finally we can see the glass. Now the percolation process is as follows. First, the drug is powdered in this process to pack evenly in the percolate. Degree of size reduction depends on the nature of the tissues of the drug, menstruum used, and the solubility of the active constituents. Then imbibition occurs. Imbibition is done in order to allow the swelling of the tissues of the drug before packing it into the percolate. If not packed uniformly, the menstruum drags down the drug, forming an impermeable layer. The entrapped air is also released by tight packing due to imbibition. Then packing of the drug in the percolator is done. Before packing, the drug is usually passed through a sieve to break down any lumps or masses. A glass wool moistened with solvent is placed at the bottom of the percolator to prevent the blockage of the tap. The moistened drug is added little by little at a time and tightly packed and pressed up to 3/4 of the percolator. Above the drug, a piece of filter paper as shown in the diagram is placed, and then above that washed sand layer is present. This is done to protect the top layer from any disturbances. Finally, sufficient quantity of menstruum is added to saturate the material until the liquid comes out from the tap below. When the liquid comes out, the tap is closed and menstruum is added to fully submerge the drug and is allowed to macerate for 24 hours. And finally, the lid is closed. As maceration continues for 24 hours, after 24 hours, the outlet is opened and percolate is collected about 3/4 of the volume required. Now the rate of percolation is usually 10 to 30 drops per minute. Percolation is continued until the drug is fully exhausted, which can be checked by chemical tests or absence of color or absence of the bitter taste. Then finally, after collecting the percolator, the mark is taken out and pressed. The liquids are mixed and the volume is adjusted. Finally, it is filtered to get the clear product. Now, percolation process for concentrated preparation. Now here there are two parts. One is reserve percolation process, another is modified percolation process. In reserve percolation process, the ratio of drug to percolate is 1:4. 3/4 of the first percolate, which is more concentrated, is reserved. Then rest of the percolation process is continued till the drug is completely exhausted. The percolate is subjected to distillation to recover the solvent, and the soft extract obtained is added to the reserved percolate, and the volume is adjusted afterwards by adding more menstruum. In modified percolation process, as the drug percolate ratio is 1:3, it enhances, or the advantage is that lot of heat, time and menstruum is saved. In modified percolation process, the process is as follows, where the drug, if say 1000 gram of drug is taken, imbibition is done for 4 hours, then maceration for 24 hours to collect percolation of 1000 ml of percolate. Again maceration is done for 12 hours, and again 1000 ml of percolate is collected, and again for the third time maceration is done for 12 hours more, and the percolation is done and collected 1000 ml of percolate. Thus finally the drug is to percolate ratio becomes 1000 gram is to 3000 ml, that is 1:3. Now soft slate extraction. It is necessary when the active constituents are not readily soluble. Extraction of crude drugs is done by the action of hot menstruum for a considerable length of time. The apparatus is as follows. As you can see in the image, the process where the heating is done in the flask below, and the liquid goes above in vapors through the side tube. Now here is the reflux condenser which cools down the vapors, and then as per droplets the hot menstruum falls on the drug which is packed in the thimble in the middle. This is the side tube, then this is the thimble, and here comes the siphon tube whose function is to collect the menstruum and again pass it to the flask below. This is the flask and the heating source. Now as I said, the drug is packed in a cylindrical column made of filter paper and placed in the body of the apparatus which is known as thimble. The filter paper packing is known as thimble. Then the solvent is placed on the flask and boiled to convert into vapors. These vapors enter the condenser through the side tube and get condensed into hot liquid which falls on the column of the drug. As soon as the extractor gets filled, the solvent with active constituents siphon out into the flask. This alteration of filling and emptying the body of the extractor goes on continuously until the drug is exhausted. Usually, when the siphon tube is colorless, we consider the drug to be exhausted. Now here are some limitations, which are drugs like opium resins can block the extractor. Only constant boiling mixtures can be used as the process is continued for say 6 to 8 hours. And it is unsuitable for thermolabile drugs as a lot of heat is generated. Now the final process, which is digestion. Here the drug is extracted by heating at a particular pressure which increases the penetration power of the menstruum. Precaution must be taken so that increased temperature does not harm the active constituents of the drug. So it is clear that this is also not for thermolabile drugs. The digester used is made up of metal. Whole drug along with the menstruum is placed in the body of the digester and closed with the help of nuts. Extraction is done at a specified temperature and pressure for a specified period of time. Now here are some factors which affect the choice of extraction process. First one is the therapeutic value of the drug. Second, the concentration of the product, the stability of the product, character of the drug, cost of the drug, and finally the solvent which is used for extraction. Thank you. This is the end of this slide. Hope to see you in the next video to continue with your study course. Stay safe, stay well. See you in the next video. Thank you.